In every democracy, one institution stands out as the most visible and powerful: the political party. For most citizens, democracy itself is equal to political parties. A political party is a group of people who come together to contest elections and hold power in government. They share common policies and programs to promote collective good. Every party reflects a section of society and involves partisanship. A party is known by the policies it supports, the interests it represents, and the leaders, members, and followers who make it strong. Political parties perform many important functions in a democracy. First, they contest elections and put forward candidates. Second, they offer policies and programs for voters to choose from. Third, they play a decisive role in making laws through legislatures. Fourth, they form and run governments by selecting leaders and ministers. Fifth, those who lose act as the opposition, questioning and criticizing government policies. Sixth, parties shape public opinion by raising issues and launching movements. And finally, they provide access to government, connecting ordinary people with welfare schemes and officials. Without political parties, the very machinery of democracy would grind to a halt. Imagine an election where every single candidate is an independent. For voters, it would be a nightmare of confusion. How could you possibly research and choose from hundreds of individuals, each with their own separate agenda? For governance, it would be a recipe for chaos. A prime minister would have to build a government by negotiating with 543 different individuals, leading to constant instability and a government that could collapse at any moment. There would be no collective responsibility, only individual ambition. This inherent need for organization is why parties emerge naturally in any democracy, even at the local level like village panchayats, where groups often form factions. Political parties perform crucial functions. They act like giant funnels, gathering the vast and diverse opinions of millions of citizens and shaping them into a coherent set of policies. They contest elections, and if they win, form a responsible government with a clear mandate. The losing party plays the equally vital role of opposition, scrutinizing the government's actions and providing alternative policies. This constant back and forth ensures accountability to the people. In a vibrant democracy, any group of citizens is free to form a political party by registering with an independent body like the Election Commission of India. The sheer scale of this freedom is staggering. In India alone, there are over 2,800 registered political parties. While most don't contest national elections, their existence is a testament to our democratic spirit. But this raises a fundamental question: how many parties are ideal for a healthy democracy? Let's explore the options, starting with a one-party system. In countries like China and North Korea, only one party is legally allowed to hold power. The Communist Party's rule is absolute. While they hold elections, they are not democratic in a true sense. Why? Because there is no genuine competition. Citizens are not given a choice between different policies or leaders. Dissent is suppressed, and power cannot be changed through the ballot box. It's a system of control, not choice. Next is the two-party system, where power typically alternates between two dominant political forces, as seen in the United States and the United Kingdom. This system often provides stability and a clear choice for voters. However, it can also lead to sharp political division and may not fully represent the diverse views within a society. Smaller third parties exist, but they rarely have a realistic chance of winning, leaving many voters feeling their voices are unheard. Finally, we have the multi-party system, which India follows. Here, several parties have a significant presence and compete for power. This system excels at representing the incredible diversity of a country like ours. However, since it's rare for one party to win an outright majority, governments are often formed through coalitions, alliances of multiple parties. These coalitions, like the National Democratic Alliance or the Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance, must find common ground to govern, which can sometimes lead to compromises, but also potential instability if partners disagree. India's federal democracy fosters a multi-party system. While many parties, known as regional parties, operate within a single state, others have a nationwide presence. These are the national parties. They contest elections across the country, playing a vital role in forming the central government and shaping national policy, thereby representing a broader pan-Indian vision. Every party must register with the Election Commission of India, the autonomous body overseeing elections. But to earn the coveted national party status, A party must meet at least one of three specific criteria set by the ECI. It must either win 2% of Lok Sabha seats from at least 3 states, or be recognized as a state party in 4 states, or secure 6% of votes in 4 states in a Lok Sabha or assembly election, plus win 4 Lok Sabha seats. This recognition grants them a reserved symbol nationwide and free airtime on public broadcasters. Aam Aadmi Party, the newest national party, emerged from the 2011 anti-corruption movement. Founded by Arvind Kejriwal, it champions transparency and good governance. It achieved national status by gaining recognition in 4 states and currently governs Delhi and Punjab, focusing on public education and healthcare reforms. Founded in 1984 by Kanshi Ram, the Bahujan Samaj Party is inspired by social reformers like B.R. Ambedkar. It aims to represent the Bahujan, or the majority, including Dalits, Adivasis, and other marginalized communities. Led by Mayawati, it has a strong base in Uttar Pradesh. The Bharatiya Janata Party, formed in 1980, has its ideological roots in Hindutva and integral humanism. From its origins in the Bharatiya Jana Sangh, it has grown to become India's dominant political force, leading the NDA coalition and governing at the centre since 2014. The Communist Party of India, Marxist, was formed in 1964 after a split in the communist movement. Adhering to Marxism-Leninism, it advocates for socialism and secularism within a democratic framework. It has historically held power in its strongholds of Kerala, West Bengal and Tripura. The Indian National Congress, founded in 1885, is one of the world's oldest parties. It was central to India's freedom struggle under leaders like Gandhi and Nehru. For decades post-independence, it was the dominant political force, with an ideology centered on secularism and social welfare. The National People's Party, founded by former Lok Sabha Speaker P.A. Sangma in 2013, holds the distinction of being the first national party from northeast India. It champions the rights and development of the region, focusing on tribal empowerment, and currently governs the state of Meghalaya. In India's democracy, not all political parties operate at the national level. Many are recognized as state parties, often called regional parties, but in reality, their influence and vision may extend far beyond one state. Over the last 3 decades, their rise has made India's parliament more diverse. Until 2014, no single national party could secure a majority on its own, leading to coalitions with state parties. This trend has strengthened India's federal structure and deepened democracy. But while political parties are vital for democracy, they also face serious challenges. Power often stays in the hands of a few leaders. Ordinary members rarely have a say, and loyalty to individuals sometimes becomes more important than loyalty to the party's principles. Many parties are run like family enterprises, where leadership passes from one generation to the next, shutting out deserving workers and weakening democracy. Elections are expensive, and candidates with wealth or criminal background often get tickets. This allows big money and powerful lobbies to influence party decisions. Sometimes major parties do not differ much in ideology or policies, leaving voters with limited options. Leaders often switch from one party to another, blurring differences further. In every democracy, political parties are the system's backbone, connecting citizens to government. But this backbone is strained by dynastic rule, the influence of money in elections, and a lack of internal democracy where few leaders hold all power. These issues erode public trust and weaken governance. This raises a fundamental question. Can these vital institutions be reformed? And if so, how? One major legal reform is the anti-defection law. If an elected representative switches parties, they lose their seat. This was designed to stop political horse trading and has reduced blatant defections. However, it came at a cost. The law also forces legislators to vote strictly along the party line, stifling internal debate and making them more accountable to party bosses than to the people. Another key reform, mandated by the Supreme Court, requires candidates to file affidavits declaring their wealth and criminal records. This was a major win for transparency, giving voters crucial information. The primary challenge, however, is verification. Without a robust system to check the accuracy of these declarations, a significant accountability gap remains, as the data isn't always reliable. Looking ahead, experts propose deeper reforms. A key suggestion is to legally mandate internal democracy, forcing parties to hold open elections for leadership posts. Another powerful idea is state funding of elections to reduce dependence on private donations and curb corruption. Furthermore, there's a strong call to reserve at least 1/3 of party tickets for women, ensuring their voices are heard in the halls of power and making policy more inclusive. However, we must be cautious. Simply passing more laws is not a complete solution. Parties can be adept at finding loopholes to bypass strict regulations. And since politicians themselves make the laws, they will naturally resist any rule that genuinely diminishes their own power, creating a significant hurdle for reform. This is where the power of the people becomes critical. The first pathway to reform is sustained public pressure. When citizens, social movements, and the media unite to demand change, they create a force that political parties cannot ignore. The fear of losing votes is a powerful motivator, compelling parties to clean up their act and become more responsive. The second and most transformative path is direct citizen participation. The quality of our politics improves when more good, honest people join political parties to work for change from within. The ultimate answer to bad politics is not to withdraw from it, but to engage in better, more principled politics. Political parties can and must reform. The solution requires a combined approach: smart laws, relentless public pressure, and active citizen participation. These three forces working in tandem hold the key to building the strong, transparent, and accountable political parties that a thriving democracy depends on. Our future rests on this collective effort.